Welcome back, Padawan, to our newest Hacker Studio. We are going to download the Tor browser. Now remember that the safest way to connect to the dark web is through a hotbox, which we did in the previous Hacker Studio. But if you just want to read information, if you just want to, look at 4chan or 8chan or discussion boards, you can do it just with a Tor browser. However, don't comment, don't like things, don't touch anything. You want to be what's called a ghost. You want to go in, you want to read your stuff, you want to get out. All right? So don't touch anything, but at least know how this is done, because this is what a lot of people do, and this is the way we catch a lot of people, because they don't use a hotbox, they don't use a VPN, they're not being safe. This is how we in law enforcement catch them. So it's good to know just, what a lot of script kiddies do and where a lot of people make mistakes, which is how we bring people to justice. Okay, so you can see my screen. I'm downloading from Windows today, but all the ditties are here. It's very simple install. My computer's being naughty today and slow, and my turtle's making a lot of noise. Don't know why. All right, so it's going to install. Takes a few seconds. Have yourself a cup of tea. Remember, it's not illegal to be on the Tor browser. Tor browser was created by the Navy. Click English. I'm going to install. All right, you're going to finish. All right, you're going to click Connect or Configure. Hit Connect. Now, there's all kinds of things to know about the Tor browser, and if I were using this legitimately, and if this were a computer class, I would go through a ton of different things with you about how do you set up your settings, and to make sure that, that you're the safest you can possibly be. The bottom line is, there is no way to erase a digital footprint. People use the Tor browser. People use the VPN hotbox method. People use those, but it's not. It is impossible to be invisible in digital space. There's always a crumb or a footprint. So lots of people go through a lot of efforts to be anonymous, but you're never truly anonymous, right? So that's a key. So you're not going to actually write anything or do anything. So, and this isn't a computer class, so I don't want to go through each of those steps with you. But just know that if you're interested in this kind of work, or you're interested in accessing information this way, there are tons of tutorials on YouTube. There's lots of great stuff that you can read, and I encourage you to do that if this is interesting to you. But just to know from a criminal justice perspective, this exists. This is what people use. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about 4chan. We're going to talk about 8chan. We're going to talk about Anonymous. And this is where they're having those discussions. So you're going to get to a page like this. You're going to type in, anything. You can search anything. Type in 4chan. Do a little search. This is the DuckDuckGo browser that you saw before, right? So it's going to bring you top web stuff, right? This is just top web stuff, but you're searching, anonymously, right? And you can click on anything you want. What I wanted to show you, though, is these two very important icons up here. So you want to click on this little security shield. You see how I have standard security. I'm going to click Advanced Security and click Safest and block deceptive content. Okay. And then I'm going to go to this little broom, and it's going to reset my identity. So it will automatically reset your identity every time you go to a new website. But if you're in a sketchy place, or you think you want to clear out your data, click on the broom, click yes, you're back to the starting page. So these two icons are important. All right, so what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to find 4chan. How do you get to 4chan? That is your first challenge. What you're going to do is you are going to create a one-slide PowerPoint on how do we get to Sesame Street, but replace Sesame Street to 4chan, and take a picture of the front page of 4chan. All right. See you soon.